Mario Tozzi was born on October 30th, 1895, in Fossombrone, a small town in the Marche region of Italy. His birthplace, nestled in the serene hills of central Italy, would later become a significant influence on his work, particularly in terms of his love for landscapes and natural forms. From a young age, Tozzi showed an interest in the arts, and his parents, recognizing his talent, encouraged him to pursue formal education in the field. In 1913, at the age of 18, Tozzi moved to Bologna to enroll in the Academy of Fine Arts. There, he studied under accomplished professors and was exposed to the techniques of classical painting, as well as the avant-garde movements that were beginning to take hold in Europe. His time at the Academy allowed him to refine his technical skills, and he became particularly adept at using color and form to create a sense of harmony in his work. The combination of his academic training and the artistic environment of Bologna played a crucial role in shaping his early style, which blended traditional methods with modernist ideas. In 1920, after completing his studies in Bologna, Tozzi moved to Paris, which was then the epicenter of the art world. The post-World War I period in Paris was a time of great experimentation and innovation, with artists from all over the world congregating in the city to exchange ideas and push the boundaries of art. Tozzi quickly became part of this vibrant community, mingling with other artists, writers, and intellectuals. In Paris, Tozzi's work began to evolve as he absorbed the influences of the various artistic movements that were flourishing at the time, such as Cubism, Surrealism, and Futurism. However, he remained true to his roots, often incorporating elements of Italian Renaissance art into his work. This unique blend of modernism and classicism set him apart from his contemporaries and earned him a reputation as a versatile and innovative painter. During this period, Tozzi became associated with the Groupe des Sept, Group of Seven, a collective of Italian artists living in Paris, who were committed to exploring the intersections between tradition and modernity in art. The group's members, who included notable figures such as Giorgio de Chirico and Gino Severini, shared a belief in the importance of Italian artistic heritage while also embracing new techniques and ideas. Tozzi's involvement with the Groupe des Sept helped him to further refine his style, which was characterized by a harmonious balance between form and color, and a focus on the human figure. Tozzi's work began to gain wider recognition in the late 1920s and early 1930s. He held his first solo exhibition in Paris in 1926, which was met with critical acclaim. His paintings were praised for their technical precision, as well as their ability to evoke a sense of tranquility and timelessness. Many critics noted that his work, while modern in its approach, retained a classical sensibility that was reminiscent of the great Italian masters. As Tozzi's reputation grew, so did his influence. He became a prominent figure in the Parisian art scene, regularly exhibiting his work at prestigious galleries and salons. His paintings were also featured in major international exhibitions, including the Venice Biennale, where he represented Italy on several occasions. One of the defining features of Tozzi's work during this period was his use of a muted color palette, which often consisted of soft blues, greens, and earthy tones. This palette, combined with his precise handling of form, gave his paintings a dreamlike quality that was both serene and mysterious. His subjects ranged from landscapes and still lifes to portraits and allegorical scenes, all of which were imbued with a sense of harmony and balance. The outbreak of World War II in 1939 marked a turning point in Tozzi's life and career. Like many artists of his generation, he was deeply affected by the conflict, which brought about a period of introspection and change in his work. The war disrupted the art world in Europe, and Tozzi, like many others, found it increasingly difficult to exhibit and sell his work. Despite the challenges of the war years, Tozzi continued to paint, albeit with a more somber tone. His work from this period reflects a sense of melancholy and loss, as well as a renewed focus on the fragility of human existence. The muted colors and harmonious compositions that had characterized his earlier work took on a darker, more introspective quality, as Tozzi grappled with the horrors of war and its impact on society. After the war, Tozzi returned to Italy, where he settled in Rome. The post-war years were a time of rebuilding and renewal for many artists, and Tozzi was no exception. He became involved in the Italian art scene, which was undergoing a period of transformation as the country sought to recover from the devastation of the war. During this time, Tozzi's work began to reflect a renewed sense of hope and optimism as he embraced the possibilities of a new era. In the 1950s and 1960s, Tozzi's work continued to evolve as he experimented with new techniques and materials. He became increasingly interested in abstraction, and his later paintings often featured bold geometric shapes and vibrant colors. However, even as he explored new forms of expression, he remained committed to the principles of harmony and balance that had always been central to his work. Tozzi's contributions to the art world were widely recognized during his lifetime. He received numerous awards and honors, including the Grand Prize for Painting at the Rome Quadriennale in 1951. His work was also featured in major retrospectives in Italy and abroad, cementing his reputation as one of the leading figures of 20th century Italian art. In addition to his achievements as a painter, Tozzi was also a respected teacher and mentor. He taught at several art academies in Italy and France, where he shared his knowledge and passion for art with a new generation of artists. Many of his students went on to become successful painters in their own right, and Tozzi's influence can be seen in the work of many contemporary Italian artists. Mario Tozzi passed away on September 8, 1979, in Rome, leaving behind a rich legacy of work that continues to inspire and captivate audiences today. His paintings are held in major collections around the world, including the Louvre in Paris, the Vatican Museums in Rome, and the Museum of Modern Art in New York. Throughout his career, Mario Tozzi's work was characterized by a deep commitment to the principles of harmony, balance, and order. His paintings often featured carefully composed scenes that were marked by a sense of tranquility and timelessness. Whether depicting landscapes, still lifes, or human figures, Tozzi's work always conveyed a sense of unity and coherence, with each element carefully placed to create a harmonious whole. One of the key themes in Tozzi's work was the relationship between nature and humanity. Many of his paintings feature figures set against natural landscapes, often in a state of contemplation or repose. These scenes, while seemingly simple, are imbued with a sense of depth and meaning, as Tozzi explored the connection between the human soul and the natural world. Another important aspect of Tozzi's work was his use of color. Throughout his career, he experimented with different color palettes, ranging from the soft, muted tones of his early work to the bold, vibrant colors of his later paintings. However, regardless of the palette, his use of color was always carefully considered, with each hue chosen to enhance the overall composition and mood of the painting. Mario Tozzi was a painter whose work bridged the gap between tradition and modernity. Throughout his long and illustrious career, he remained true to his artistic vision, creating paintings that were marked by a sense of harmony, balance, and timelessness. His work, which continues to be celebrated and admired today, stands as a testament to his skill, creativity, and dedication to the art of painting. As one of the leading figures of 20th century Italian art, Tozzi's legacy is secure. His influence can be seen in the work of many contemporary artists, and his paintings continue to captivate audiences with their beauty, depth, and emotional resonance. Whether through his landscapes, portraits, or abstract compositions, Mario Tozzi's work remains a powerful and enduring contribution to the world of art.